To YouTube, this is your boy Sherry Speeds, and I want to talk to you guys real quick about DC's Legends of Tomorrow. I'm currently watching it, and so far, really, I'm seeing what's going on right now. And if you recall, like before the mid-season came up, the finale, the Chicago Way, Sarah had, in order to save Dr. Stein's life, Sarah gave the Legion of Doom the amulet, so then they can do what they do as they please, which is the bad way to do. And now, if you recall, also in that mid-season finale, Mick was seeing Leonard Snyder. If you also recall, later, I think the last season as well, Leonard sacrificed himself to save everyone. Well, that's not the case. Apparently, Mick's still able to see him. Now, a lot of people, psychologically speaking, seeing someone you love or cared about at one point, well, when they're dead, is supposedly be is said to only be like a figment of your grief. And possibly that could be Mick's purpose, but that was his best friend. Obviously they had, even though they were criminals, they had some connection, right? And so, getting back to this current new episode, titled episode 10, titled, I believe, Raiders of the Lost Art. A wordplay on an Indiana Jones movie, who I love, which is why I love history so much. Little fun fact. And really, we just saw them take down or try to rescue Rip Hunter, fellow one of their people, and he couldn't. And the reason why he didn't go with him is because he was filming a movie at the time, and according to Nate, he feels like according to Ray, he feels like he's in time drift, which is why he didn't recall who they were. It was in the year, it was Los Angeles, 1967. A lot of shit was going on that time. They were looking for Rip Hunter to create an aberration, and so the funny thing is, I'm looking forward to actually seeing what's gonna happen here. Right now, you see Stein trying to help Mick because he told Mick told Stein that he keeps seeing Leonard. And Leonard agreed to help him because Mick decided to threaten him to kill him if he didn't help him. And told anyone. So we're seeing that. I'm seeing that as we speak. And they're trying to really get Rip Hunter so then they can find out. Because if you remember how the first episode started, it started 6 months ago, and the Wave Rider blew up or something like that. So they're going to go see Rip Hunter, and they're speaking as we speak. And so I'm going to listen to it right now. And Stein poses as a doctor to get him out of the police station, obviously, to get him to realize, like, hey, we're one of you guys. You're one of us. We're trying to save your damn life here. And so that's how it goes. Mm. Sorry, I'm just watching it right now as we speak. I'm not. And and Sarah's trying to calm him down because he's trying to convince him of his actual name, which is Rip Hunter. He's trying to yell for help in the police station, and Mick has to knock him the fuck out so he can shut the fuck up, calling for help. But he's knocked out and pushing him in a wheelchair right now, which I find very funny. And they're heading to a distraction point, and they don't think it's gonna go right because the Legion of Doom is here, which is Doom and Marlon Merton, this bitch ass. Or I call them the Legion of Fuckboys. That's what I call them. And Merlin just shanked a nigga, a police officer as a matter of fact. So I look forward to that. I'll get back with you guys. Sorry. Featuring along the episode, we noticed that I just skipped along here. Um, they finally get they finally get Rip on the Wave Rider, and he's talking to Sarah, and Sarah tells him, "Listen, you saved my life. You gave me purpose." If you all recall, of course, Sarah was once a member of the League of the Shadows, and Rip helped her get out, and and gave her purpose, just as he said to Quarter, and as Firestorm, the second half of Firestorm, not Martin Stein, but the other guy, he looks at his movie and it reminds them of each other team. So in a way, you can say Rip wrote the movie to, I guess you could say, pay homage to them, to his team. And and they realized that. And as a matter of fact, Rip actually told Sarah that you remind me of Sandra, one of the characters in my movie. And so I really look forward to the next episode. I may keep doing this series depending on how well you guys like it. But this is your worship speech. Wish you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, and all that other jazz.